What it do, YouTube? It's your boy SB Tay, aka Soundbound in the building. You know what I'm saying? Hope y'all doing all right today, man. I got a special video for y'all today. Hope y'all ready to get into it. And if you not, it's too bad. I hope y'all read the title, cause I'm on some different stuff today. Yeah. Let's get into it. Modern day change. Soundbound. Well. Yep. All right, so boom. I know y'all see the title. Why is a drummer learning bass guitar?
Why?
Right, I know it sounds kind of crazy, but it's really not. So let me go ahead and get right into it, all right? So first and foremost, I'm a musician, y'all. I've been a musician since I was 3-4 years old. I started playing drums in church at a real young age, and I started taking the profession serious around the time I turned like 18 or 19. You know, so I've been doing the drummer life thing for a while, and it's been pretty cool. You know, it's taken me a lot of places. I've traveled, I've got to see a lot of different things, and I can't cap, man. Being a drummer is where it's at. So yeah, it ain't nothing to trip on. But what I can say is that there's always been something about bass guitar that's always caught my interest. Now, check this. One of the reasons why I've always felt like I was called to play bass, my dad is a bass player, and he's pretty decent, I can't even lie. You know, so he's always leaving his bass guitars sitting around, amps, all that type of stuff. And, you know, me just being a true musician, I can't help but always listen, you know. And one thing I realized at a very early age as a musician was that there's a very special, and y'all real musicians out there, y'all know what I'm talking about. There's a very special relationship between a drummer and a bass guitar. You wanna talk about pocket? That thing that you pay?
Here comes the money.
Man, you need both locked in. And when the drummer and the bass player are locked in, man, it's a feeling like no other. I've had plenty of gigs where, you know, I got to play with some really cool bass players that were really nice and really talented. And then there have been other gigs where,
I don't know how to play bass.
yeah, maybe it would have been better off had they not showed up. But I ain't throwing no shade. I'm just saying, you know, everybody don't put in the same level of work. But nonetheless, that's one of the reasons why I'm like, shoot, I think I could get pretty good at it. You know what I'm saying? You never know. So the second reason, y'all, why I really want to be a bass drum player, that is not what I'm here to do. Bass guitar. I've always been a percussionist, bruh. And I don't know if y'all noticed, but see how no matter where I hit it, only one sound is gonna come out of that drum. Only one tone, only one note. And a lot of percussion instruments are like that. Some people would call them monotone, so on and so forth. But yeah, man, so the only experience I've really had in playing instruments with multiple notes and range and things of that nature is like mallets, xylophone, vibraphone, timpani, somewhat, that type of thing. And, you know, I always really wanted to get into really tapping into my theoretical side of music, if you will. And I ain't gonna cap, keys is just too hard, y'all. I ain't gonna say it's too hard, because I can do anything I put my mind to, but yeah, I get the point, you know what I mean? Them keys players, they up there for real. But, you know what I'm saying? Nonetheless, I really feel like bass guitar is a good instrument for me to step out of the box with and really try to experiment with those different notes, and I feel like it'd be a really cool experience for me. So yeah. The third reason why I really wanna start learning bass guitar, or why I'm gonna start learning bass guitar, you know, you gotta put that action on it. But bro, as a musician, I feel like you reach these peaks and valleys, and the valleys aren't like necessarily like seasons of being slow or anything like that. But I think genuinely, like, you reach seasons where you're like, I want to keep growing, but I feel like maybe my practice regimen I'm already doing isn't pushing me in the way I want to be pushed, or things start to feel repetitive, or even the work you're putting in starts to feel complacent. Like you want to go harder, you want to really explore different things. And so I feel like challenge is something that really brings joy to being a musician, because you never reach the top. You can always get better, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like as I've matured as a musician, I've realized a lot of these people can play way more than just one instrument extremely well. You know, so I don't want to be one of the few guys that's just like, oh, I just play drum set, I don't do nothing else, I don't know nothing about that. You know, I'm really trying to make myself a more well-rounded musician, businessman, the whole nine, you know what I'm saying? I've been doing a little rapping, singing, y'all gonna check into that later, I'm gonna put y'all on. You know what I'm saying? I've been doing teaching, you know what I'm saying? Like, I've been doing a lot of different stuff over the past 2 years of my life. And, you know what I'm saying, aside with like rapping and singing, trying to learn piano. I took piano classes in college and whatnot, you know. I just really feel like this would be a challenge that would help really push my musicianship and my drive to want to continue to get better, man. It's a love, man. When you fall in love with the journey, y'all, I gotta say this, man. When you fall in love with the journey, you will never, ever stress about the destination, what it looks like, how you're gonna get there. Because the fun is in the process, man, you know? So I really look forward to not only continuing my journey as a drummer, but beginning my journey as a bass guitarist. You know, I really feel like it's gonna be a great opportunity for me to grow in ways I didn't think I could, so yeah. Another thing I just gotta point out, I realized I reached a point in my career where I don't wanna just be known for one thing. Like, yeah, I'm nice on the drum set and all, but like, when it's all said and done, do I wanna just be known as a drummer? You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like I'm a lot more than just someone who sits behind the kit and hold the groove down. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm a drummer and I'm a little bit biased, but there's not enough credit in the world I could give to drummers specifically and how much of an impact they have on any group of people they're playing with. You know, there's a saying that says a band is only as good as their drummer, you know, and that's something I really had the opportunity to see, you know, from genre to genre, group to group, and you know, I really feel like that's something that, you know, can be true in a lot of cases, you know. But with that being said, I definitely feel as though challenge is something I have to embrace. When it's all said and done, man, I just really want to be known for following my dreams, you know. And I ain't gonna lie, y'all, I don't care about all that realism and logic, and bro, I'm a big time dreamer. And I'm 25, and I'm gonna keep dreaming.
Dream, 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 dream.
Bigger and bigger every day. So it's like, yeah, man, I feel like there's no ceiling, there's no right or wrong way to do this, you know what I'm saying? Like, I just know when it's all said and done, I want people to know I was a dog at basketball. Like, even though you never saw my footage, like, don't sleep. Like, yeah, I can rap, I got bars, like, real deal, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I got a little voice, I know how to harmonize. Like, yeah, I understand music theory, and if you put me on a real deal instrument like bass guitar or piano or trumpet or something of that nature, like, I could really get down, you know what I'm saying? I'm a very good educator. I don't even have my certification to teach yet, but I've already received opportunities to work with different groups under the umbrella of music education. I've been a percussion instructor for multiple different groups and things like that. So I got a lot of gifts, man, and I just feel like, why limit yourself to just one? You know, don't let nobody tell you you should only do one thing, bro. Don't put all your eggs in one basket. Because I ain't doing that. I ain't doing that. So, yeah, but that's just me. And the very last reason I would love, I'm gonna go hold it, because y'all think it's a game. I don't act like I don't know what I'm doing. Hold this with me so y'all know it's real. I get used to seeing me with this. But nah, man, the last reason is I just really want to showcase all of my talents. I don't want to neglect any part of myself, any version of myself, especially musically. You know, I really want to embrace every gift that God's given me and use them for the right reasons, you know? So I hope y'all definitely look forward to a lot of bass and drum content once I get to that level, because, you know, we gotta start with some fundamentals. But yeah, man, I appreciate y'all for checking in and watching the video, man. If you got any questions about how my journey is going, continue to tap in. I'm gonna be posting on Instagram, YouTube, all my social media platforms, so stay locked in. But yeah, man, I feel like it's gonna be a really beautiful journey, man, trying to learn this instrument, you know what I'm saying? So I definitely wanna just come on here and invite y'all along this. I would like to invite you all along on this journey with me to get better at everything and anything that my little heart desires. And today, it's bass guitar. Tomorrow, could be BMX stuff, who knows? But, you know what I'm saying? If you're looking forward to this type of content, progression videos, tutorials, point of views, how to, quick bass riffs and licks, jam sessions, the whole nine, y'all. Tap into my YouTube, my Instagram, all my social media platforms. I'm gonna be uploading on a consistent basis. And if you enjoyed this video, man, like, comment, and subscribe, you know what I'm saying? Show support to the channel. I don't really get off from behind the kid and talk too much, so, you know, I'm definitely opening myself into a new avenue of social media. But yeah, man, I appreciate all the support. Until next time, see y'all later.